Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the man of the moment who is going to be the secret ingredient, hanging out with us up until the top of the hour. The one and only, the newest Reggae Global family member, Denver Downer. Denver, welcome, brethren. How you doing?
I'm doing I'm doing well. I can say that.
You better
I'm
say that.
okay.
You better say that.
how,
We're not
how
taking
are you
anything
doing,
less
sir?
than that, you know. I'm good, man. I'm good. Bubbling up and
Nice,
simmering
nice.
down here in the Saturday stew right here on Reggae Global
Mm-hmm.
Radio. You know, what we do here on a Saturday, Reggae Global, from 8 p.m. Eastern until 10. So
Mm-hmm.
glad you could come and join us. You had popped in on Reggae Global a couple of weeks ago, and we said welcome to the family. I was
Yes.
playing your music, and you joined us, and much love for the strength, much love, truly
Listen, I
appreciate it.
really appreciate your support and the support of everybody who is up on a part of the family, the Reggae Global family.
Yeah,
I'm,
man.
I'm truly appreciative of that support. Yeah,
Yes, man. You
truly,
see,
truly appreciative.
we need to support each other in order to grow. This is some things that
True.
some people kind of tend to miss out that little aspect of it. Now, we are very new to who Denver Downer is,
Okay.
so you need to let us know who Denver Downer is. It's best we get it straight from you, because if somebody else tell us, they might not give us a story, right?
Well, I mean, where do I start? Don Vadona is an innovative musician, a composer, a lover of music, a lover of nature, a lover of Jamaica, a lover of, most things, if not all, beautiful.
Mm.
Um, I started music from about roughly the age of 15.
Okay.
And from there, as a guitarist, and I started, learning how to play guitar until I eventually joined different bands across the country. I've been playing. Well, I'm not sure if I'm in the scope of what you're talking, but
Yeah, man.
I've been
Yeah, man.
playing.
You're
We
right there.
good? All right, yeah.
You're right there. You're
Yeah,
right there.
man. So, right on track. All right. So, I've been playing music from roughly the age of 15.
Hmm.
I've been listening from roughly 4.
Typical Jamaican.
I've a typical, yeah, it's all around.
Yeah.
And I've gotten into music professionally roughly within the past 5 years, I could say,
Hmm.
after leaving college. But, I sort of left impromptu, kind of a dropout,
Okay.
you know. But yeah, I
It
mean,
doesn't always
I
work
just
for
love
everybody.
music, man.
I understand. It doesn't always work for everybody.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
So you said
So
you started saying that you you gotten involved. You have gotten involved in some bands across Jamaica.
yeah, a decent number of people, but they're mostly underground acts.
Gotcha.
So yeah, mostly underground acts. I've been working with people on the gospel scene. I've been working on people on the secular scene.
Mm.
Um, and so that's how I garnered a lot of my musical experiences over the years as a younger adult at the time.
Okay.
So, things like
Who
that.
would you say are your main influences? Who do you say, boy, every time I hear this person's music or these individuals, when I hear their music, I am just inspired to go out and make some of my own.
But that's easy, man. Like Bob Marley, first and foremost, he's probably the main influence. One of the main reasons why I decided to both learn guitar and to even explore my, more artistic side.
Got you.
Uh, Bob Marley being the main one. There were many others. Like I could easily say, majority of the artists are and bands and so from the 1970s. So we're talking about Shy Lights, Temptations, Earth,
Mm.
Wind and Fire, Eric Clapton,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them.
Right, right.
So those are pretty much some of my main influences. But I do take inspiration from pretty much every significant decade in music, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a lot of '90s influence there as well, insofar as dancehall is concerned, hip hop is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
R&B.
Yeah.
So you know. But I would say if you want one name, I'd say Bob Marley as a real influence.
All right, I got you. I got you. I can work with that.
Yeah,
I
man.
can see that you really like the R&B feel though. I can hear it in your music.
Yes, yes, yeah, definitely.
And you know, one of the things with me growing up in Jamaica, music of the 90s for me is
Hmm.
where I think music was, and it's probably because that was when I was going out, when I was partying and clubbing and thing. But
Gotcha.
the 90s into the early 2000s, boy, wow, is all I can say
Hmm.
about that music coming out of Jamaica. I'm going bones through some of that tonight. I was feeling the vibe, and I started heading down there because, to be honest, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if there was an incident or something because I'm watching
Yeah.
watching and then I see you pop up and I was like, okay, thank you, Father. Everything all right.
Oh
You know, I
no.
didn't just meet this guy and have to be going talking about condolences and thing. So, you know, it was good to know that you to see your poppy in.
No man, I had to. It's just traffic. You know, I had rehearsals before, so you know, it was just a
Yeah,
long
yeah, you
traffic
were
coming
telling
back
me.
this way, so it was difficult.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Difficult.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but glad you made it. I'm glad you got to make
But
it.
to your point of the '90s, though,
Yeah.
to your point of the '90s influence,
Mhm.
because I was a child of the '90s, you know, that had a significant impact as well. And
Mm.
we're talking about the ushers, the you know, and even '90s dancehall, you know, that entire era, the era of Beyonce, Usher, Tupac, Biggie, early 2000s.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, I noticed a little formula there when, insofar as the productions were concerned, and I
Yeah.
sort of kind of stuck to that formula when it came to the songs that you heard. You know, and
Gotcha.
that's probably why it's reminiscent of that era because that's the formula I sort of incorporated at that point.
Yeah, man.
Similar formula.
That's probably why I can feel that music so much. You
Hmm.
know, these tracks of yours. Now, so you're a musician. You were taught to play. You started to learn to play the guitar, and I guess you kind of took it up on yourself to learn some more,
I did.
and so you kind of honed in on the craft. What about the lyrics side of your music?
The lyrics side of my music.
Are you the writer?
Yes, I am.
So you are one of those guys that went through school. Did you go to a co-ed school?
I did, yeah.
All right. So
St. Jago High School.
okay. So you're a
The,
St. Jago
yeah,
man. All right.
Paddington. Mm,
Cool.
yeah, man.
So here it is. You're sitting in class, and there's a girl across the classroom that catch your eye, and you just some things start coming to mind. And are you that guy? You start penning a couple of things. You look at
Yes,
her and
a
say,
hundred percent,
"Boy,
a
yeah."
hundred. A matter of fact, you read me good a while ago because you know, all right, anybody can well, anybody who was close to me during say 2008, 2009.
Yes.
That was when I was in roughly sixth form, right? But more
Gotcha.
roughly sixth form. That was when I was in sixth form.
Right. Right. Right.
And during that time, I began to explore my literary. Well, even before that, to be honest with you, before that, but I always was interested in poetry writing, um, and I was always good at that. I was always pretty good at writing poetry, and I
Mm-hmm.
was always good at. But then, you know, when it came to songwriting, when I just started picking up music, songwriting was just at the time like I didn't even know it was a talent. I just wrote stuff, you know what I
Got
mean?
you.
Just expressing how I felt about certain things. And to your point, you know, women were a primary source of inspiration for these songs and
Boy, these
these
young
you know
boys.
these are the jottings that I had at the time. You know what I mean? It's very accurate of you to pick that up. But yeah, I'm the person who I pretty much draw from my experiences when it comes to writing, and I try
Nice.
to be as creative as I possibly can insofar as the lyrics are concerned. You know, wordplay. You know, I draw from a lot of you know emotional. It comes from an emotional place.
Mm. So
Right. That's one of the things.
so tell us about these two tracks that I have for you. There's one called 12 a.m. Reach
Right.
It, and there's one called Always.
Hmm.
Which one came first? It was 12 a.m. that came first, and then Always.
Yes, 12 AM was actually written in 2014.
Got you.
right. And at the time, I was a college student, a struggling college student,
Mm.
and I was the struggle was really between you know just a notion of passion versus priority. Being at
Mm.
at a university at the time, and it was very difficult to balance the music life versus what was being paid for, basically.
Right.
And because of that difference, now I was very much. I found myself in a position where I was just really stressed out at the time. I never forget that 3 year period, 2013, 2016,
Mm.
and 12 a.m. was just one of those songs that came up in roughly around 12 a.m. in the night, in the morning.
Mm.
When I was in bed, I was just thinking about, yo, why am I up so late thinking about work? And having so much to do and all of these little things that I had on the bucket list. And then the song basically came up during that time as, yo, I'm up 12 a.m. I'm doing so much work. I'm kind of stressed out. Let me just write a song. And that's where how it popped up. The hook came first. 12 a.m. when midnight started. And
Mm-hmm.
that's really where 12 a.m. started. That's really the inspiration for 12 a.m. Just being up late in the night, just working hard, whether studying or working on the guitar, or working on songs for other people and things like that.
Yeah, you had to reach it.
And
So you had a goal in
yeah,
mind.
but huh?
You had a goal in mind.
I had, yeah, definitely. And the goal, of course, was to just be a success in whatever I was doing at the time. you
Gotcha.
know, pretty much. And that's where it really came from. So that was a point in time when I was driven for that success, but I didn't particularly know what direction to. I was at a fork in the road in
Mm.
that sense,
Right.
you know. But some way, somehow, I knew that I had to reach somewhere, get somewhere in this life. That's where that came from.
And
Yeah,
always this tune here, boy. This is the lover in you.
the
Always.
love and me.
Talk to us about always.
All right, always was written as a song is constructed. It's a three-part song.
Mm.
It's a three-part, like it has a three. It's three short stories that depict that basically, one, it encompasses a common theme that runs through the three,
Mm-hmm.
which is essentially the importance of commitment.
Yes.
And the first verse would express would have told you about basically, hypergamy,
Mm.
which is a tendency of, I kind of chef said this, but actually, man.
Let's go.
But yeah, let's go. All right, the first verse of told you about hypergamy, where maybe there's a girl who's with a man who's struggling and it didn't work. It's not moving fast enough for her,
Mm-hmm.
and she decides to jump ship on that basis. And when she did that, the man developed a new drive to just go forward and to do great and to do better in his own life. And then the girl kind of like look at that and saw like, oh, he's doing actually better than the person I'm actually with, and I'm not really happy in this space. The grass wasn't green on the other side.
Right,
And then
right.
she came back, but by that time it was too late. And it
Mm-hmm.
was at that point, she realized the importance of commitment. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the second verse, which is an important verse to me because it was actually a story that it's actually a real situation.
Mm.
My mother's friend, God rest her soul, was had experienced a situation like that where and I wouldn't just say her alone. I mean, I think it's a story. It's a story that of probably many Jamaican parents. Many of us probably grew up and heard that type of story where the father was unfaithful and wasn't at the house enough, and the
Mm-hmm.
children and the mom basically had to kind of endure
Struggle to make
probably, I
it.
would say, unnecessary struggle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because of that negligence.
Right.
So yeah, but I mean, with hard work, with dedication, things eventually turned around in her favor, and it went well. But much to the remorse of the man who left.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen that situation where the children are doing well, the mother is doing well, everybody's flourishing now, but he's looking from a distance, like he wants to get back into the into the children's life, and at
Yep.
that point, everybody resents him,
Right,
and it's a
right.
sad cycle.
Yep.
So that's where the second verse came from.
Mm-hmm.
The third verse You know, it's just a nudge to anybody who might be in a lazy space,
Mm-hmm.
and but has aspirations, but not necessarily moving towards his objectives wholeheartedly. So that's basically it. I've seen these situations where you have like you have your little brother play some video game and not study, or
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like that, or even a nudge to myself. I might find myself doing other things than what I'm supposed to be working on, and
right.
it's just a nudge to say, listen, you need to get serious about what you want out of life and move forward.
Now, you and others might wonder, wait, Stu, talk about the lover and you showing up in this song. I want people to
Hmm.
understand. When I talk about the lover, I'm talking about the one that recognizes that through it all, there are going to be hard times, but we're going to endure it. So I'm not
Yes.
talking about the love that
Yes.
other people watch on Disney. I'm talking about the real love thing. And his storytelling in this track always. Your storytelling, Denver. For those of you who just catching on, I'm talking to Denver Downer. Not talking to, but talking with Denver Downer out of Jamaica. He's chilling in Jamaica right now under this fan. Where in Jamaica are you, Denver?
You hear me?
No, I see it.
Oh, you see it? Oh.
Where in Jamaica are you?
I am from Spanish Town, St. Catherine.
That's where you are right now.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm at
so
home in Spanish Town, St.
so
Catherine. Yeah.
so basically you never left Spanish Town then.
Unfortunately not. And that's the inspiration for all of these songs of wanting to triumph you know,
Oh,
the
back in
the challenges been experiencing.
just to let you know, back in the day I used to work at Mail and International down there on March Pen Road.
Yeah,
It's no
yeah.
longer there. Well, I don't know what is left of it now, but yeah,
It's not much is left.
yeah. But
Trust me.
back when I was there, it was just starting up, and I pretty much helped to put things in order, in running order, in that
Hmm.
company. And then I left, and I heard all kind of things happening, and it kept on going down, down, down. Anyway,
Yep, downhill.
um, that's the only job I ever quit twice. Mainland International.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, and people have heard me tell that story on my weekly broadcast on kevinstew.com, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. But anyway, this is
Hmm.
all about Denver Downer. Denver, we're going into a hard break, and I don't know if we're going to hit that break before you finish telling us where to find you. So I want you to tell everybody listening now how to get in touch with your social media and such, and where to find your music. Um, if it so happens that we get into commercial break before you get done, I'll just bring you back after the commercial so you can get that in. All right, go ahead.
All right. I mean, you can find me at Denver Gits on Instagram. Denver Dog.
Uh oh, boy, trouble no set like rain, boy. So here's what is happening, and Denver, I don't know if you can hear me because it looks like your internet is going on with some fanciness here. And so, like that commercial, it has your face stuck in a particular place. And if you had a sister that was showing your baby right now, she'd have really be upset with you. But we're taking a quick break on Reggae Global Radio. Those who are watching live can still see us and hear us by way of the live Reggae Global live stream TV. But we're gonna take a quick little break, and we come back. We get the contact information for Denver. We bounce through the two tunes that we were talking about earlier, 12 a.m. and always. We'll be right back. As a matter of fact, let me just go and bounce this tune. It's called Always. Another name for it is Reach It. This is Denver Downer. We're gonna bounce through this until those on the radio side come back from the break. And this a real life story. It's time to get going. No. And this
a real life story.
Yeah, man, real life story, you know.
No
In the background, the sound of Denver Downer.
time, yeah. 12 a.m. when
And with me on the line,
with the midnight touch.
the man himself,
One light on cap.
Mr. Denver Downer. We got disconnected before the top of the hour when we went to the break.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I don't know what happened either, but I got to reach it. You see, you
Got
can't know
to,
the people
got
are
to.
hungry. You know, the people are hungry for it. Try to make it happen. You know, by any means
Yeah.
necessary. Now,
Yes.
I had asked you to share with us how we can get in touch with you and on your various platforms and how people can find your music.
Okay. At Denver Gits, as in DenverGuitz on Instagram, which is the platform I use the most.
Okay.
YouTube, it's Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, it's Denver.donor. Well, Denver Donor, basically Denver Donor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I'm ambivalent about sharing things like Twitter and stuff because I really don't use Twitter that much. But it's
Yeah. I
it's
know how
Denver
you
Donor on
feel.
Twitter as well.
I
Pretty much
know.
Denver Donor in most platforms.
So
Twitter.
if people go to Instagram and they put your name in, Denver Downer, do they find Denver Gits?
Yeah, you'd see that option coming up.
Okay.
But it's safer to look, just basically type in DenverGuitz and you'll find me quite easily.
Or Z if you're in the US and Canada.
Or Z if you're in there, you know what I mean?
You know,
Yeah.
you have to talk well for some of these people, you know. You know, not everybody hip to the English thing.
Okay.
Some people are hip to the
I'm sorry.
American thing. And since we're
American,
global
okay.
radio, you know, we have to make it so that everybody can get it. Yeah, some people are
Okay,
going,
no problem.
Zed, what is that?
Zed? What are you talking about?
Right.
Fuck you. Yeah.
So Denver, what's there for you coming into the future? What is
Into the
Denver
future?
looking to do?
Oh man, I'm still just working on music. Well, I have worked on a lot of songs. I have forthcoming releases.
Gotcha.
One that I should give you, by the way, it's already out. I really should send it to you as soon as
Shameful.
possible.
You need to send it to me
Alright.
before this broadcast is done.
Of course, I'm going to send it. I have a lot of stuff. But I have a forthcoming EP. I'm not going to say when it's going to be released yet. It's called Victorious EP, and it features pretty much the songs you're hearing now, and a couple of others that are going to be released.
Nice.
But and two others that are unreleased, but are going to be on that particular project.
Nice.
And it's a forthcoming EP. I'm hoping to get it out by roughly somewhere near October, November, that region. So that's something I'm actually working on, almost finished, and slated to be, out there pretty soon.
Nice. I like that. So, all right. I'm going to start this off with that tune that we came back from the break with playing in the background. It's called 12 a.m. and you talked about this just a moment ago. And then we're going to go into Always, the story behind the story about Always. You just told that. Two real powerful songs, really inspirational.
Thank you.
And again, I can hear the R&B influence, that nice, smooth, easygoing. You know, I could see that girl that didn't want to pay any mind before when she saw you on that stage for the first time, going, well, from this angle he doesn't look that bad,
I know, so she messaged me, but I'm still talking about that. Me have to talk about here.
Oh, but no.
Oh, you know, yeah. See, no. What's it about summer going last year? No political things, But you're not inaccurate in that regard. But,
Well, here's the thing.
Of course,
Here's the thing. As a reggae
Yeah.
global family member, We will get the stories because you will be back. You'll be around. You'll be hanging
I'll be
out.
back.
You know, you
I will.
you interacted with us. You've interacted with us in the chat room on Reggae
Mm-hmm.
Global Radio, and you have shared Reggae Global on your personal platform also, as a word
Right.
out there to upcoming artists, even those that are in the business already. Here's how you garner some free support by supporting others freely,
True.
just like that.
Yep.
Now,
It's just
you
service.
you decide that you are bigger than everybody else and you have arrived. Remember, this is one DJ that will leave you out on the road. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Trust
Trust
it.
me. And I will speak it openly. I have invited someone to come on this broadcast on the Saturday stew before, and
Mm-hmm.
the time came for them to show up and they didn't.
Right.
And to this day, I have not gotten a message to say thee, thou, then, or what.
Right.
So I don't know if he's still alive or what, but I can tell you, I haven't played his music since.
Okay.
I find that very disrespectful. So don't let
Yeah, I
me
mean, especially if
dedicate.
you. Hmm?
Don't let me schedule some time for you, and you don't see it
Mm-hmm.
important to even honor me with a message. I'm
Oh
I'm
no,
I'm
no,
I'm
no.
not the
That's just
king,
proper etiquette at the end of
but
the day.
that right there is mutual respect. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trust and believe.
For sure, man. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
But I'm just saying it out there for those that are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Other presenters may not do what I do, but I draw the line somewhere, and that's just me.
Yeah, man. It's
End of story.
perfectly reasonable, man. Perfectly reasonable, and it's just a matter of principle at the end of the day.
Yep, that.
Yep, principle. Yeah, man. It's principle, man.
So
Completely understand that.
so family members, Reggae Global family members, you have officially met Denver Downer, and I'm going to bounce
Hey,
through the 2 tracks that I have for him currently. You know a third one coming. If you don't hear me
and
play
the
it
fourth
today,
one.
then you're going to hear it next week for sure. And we know an EP is coming eventually. So the third one, the fourth one ready too?
Yeah, man. All of them ready. Every song is ready.
This guy.
Every song of the EP is ready. It's just a matter of orchestrating, like getting things together. Just getting all of the finishing touches, signed off and everything. See, because I have a sort of method I want to use in terms of the promotion of him.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get these things completed, for both like physical copies and otherwise.
So just so that you know, Reggae Global Entertainment does marketing and promotion. Reggae Global Radio definitely plays your music. Reggae Global Entertainment is a
Right.
different entity. But Reggae Global Entertainment does marketing and promotion, okay? Hint.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Just making you know.
Putting it out there, yeah, man.
Yeah. Alright, so here's what I want you to do for me, Denver.
Yes, sir.
I want you to introduce 12 a.m. right here on the
On Reggae
Saturday
Global.
Stew on Reggae Global Radio. It's all
Ladies and
yours.
gentlemen, this is the voice of Denver Downer, aka the World Class Gits, and I introduce to you my second officially released single called Always. Please enjoy.
Just what you say, it's what you do. The things you do will come around to you. Always reaching for the stars, fall on the moon. In life you've got to learn from what you lose. Always living and learning, early love. From you get a one burning love, never two in a nothing concerning. While I'm earning crumbs, giving my 99 plus one. Say baby, I've faith, she said no, she can't wait. Don't know where so much attitude coming from. I heard thoughts about she leaving, just like that she start revealing. A rich man will work, I see spring, would I lose if me start move off her feelings? But it's alright, my work day and night. Things picking up, the start a new life. She said babes, on the gram, you look clean and nice. And the way she feel now, she want be my wife. But it's not just what you say, it's what you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Denver Downer.
The things you do will come around you.
Yo, the man sounds smooth like butter.
The stars fall
The track is called Always Denver. Listen, much respect. I'm gonna mix
Yes,
up
sir.
things. After this, I'm going to play 12 a.m. for the people. Stick around. Enjoy the vibe.
Yeah, man. Love it, love it.
Yeah, man.
And thanks for having me on the platform.
Hey, listen. That's what we do. It's called the Saturday Stew with yours truly, DJ Kevin Stew, every Saturday from 8 p.m. Eastern, right here, Reggae Global Radio. No place to be like here. Trust and believe.
Trust and believe. All right.
Much love, Denver. We'll keep in touch, eh?
Yeah, man, no problem. Of course.
All right, blessings.
Bless up the Reggae Global family all the time. Kevin Stew, big up.
You don't know.
Aye.
What you say, it's what you do. The things you do will come around to you. Always reaching
The sound of Denver Downer.
on the moon. In life you've got to learn from what you learn.
It's called Always.
Always living and learning.